வணக்கம். இன்னைக்கு வந்து நான் செட்டிநாடு கோழி குழம்பு பண்ண போறேன். சிக்கன் செட்டிநாட். இது பண்றதுக்கு வந்து சில வழிகள் இருக்கு. அதாவது there are quite a few ways to do this, and this is just one of them. And it's definitely protein rich, which I don't take so much. Yeah, no wonder I'm so lean. But yeah, as much as you want to take the protein um, from the chicken, you also want to leave the fat that comes with it. So especially skin has 80% fat, so you want to get rid of the skin completely. You can just play around with a knife like that, or just pull it out. Just hold it and pull it out. You'll still have some fat stuck to it. Just get rid of it. Not completely, but yeah, quite a bit. As much as possible, because it is quite tricky. You don't have to remove each and every part of fat, but yeah, pretty much. So yeah, once you have a piece like that, that's a bony part of the chicken thigh, that is. So take a piece of it. You are gonna use bone, whole thing, that is, parts with the meat and parts with the bones and everything, because it's all gonna give you flavor. So you don't have to just go for boneless chicken. Actually, it will make it a little bland if you just go for boneless chicken. A little. So yeah, make it into medium pieces like that. Not too small, not too large. This is just interference. So actually, I thought of showing you how to make tandoori chicken, but then I kind of thought it's a little cliche, because a lot of people have showed how to make it on YouTube already, so you probably don't need it. So yeah, forget about it. This is what you want to learn though. The stuff in the yellow container, that's about half a kilogram, or maybe 600 grams of chicken that we just cut. What I've done is used 1 teaspoon of turmeric and kind of marinate with 1 teaspoon of lime juice for about half an hour. That's for our chicken chettinad. No confusions, right? Okay, so we're gonna have two steps going side by side. The first step is actually to prepare the onion masala, or the onion gravy thickener, so to speak. Here I'm just using chicken fat that I was removing earlier. The reason I'm doing it is because animal fat, when it comes in contact with hot pan, it melts, but when it does melt, it leaves out this piquant flavor. It's just wonderful. Because you're gonna use oil anyway. By the way, this dish is a little oily. So you might as well use animal fat to kind of flavor it up. So if you just let it rest like that for about 2 to 3 minutes, it's gonna melt completely. You won't believe it will melt completely. Oh yeah, these are the special ingredients for Chettinad chicken. This is what makes it special, or at least a little different from other chicken curries that people make in South India, especially in Tamil Nadu. By the way, Chettinad is just one big town in southern Tamil Nadu. So yeah, you see, it's all melted. Actually, there were like little pieces that didn't melt, and just got rid of it. For the most part, it'll melt. Yeah, now you just put in about 1 large onion cut into cubes. Don't cut it fine, just cut into cubes, and stir fry it for about 30 seconds. The reason you don't want to cut it fine, because you don't want to have the whole thing turn transparent or translucent, for that matter. Actually, you just want it partially cooked. That's it. So first thing, we're adding just a pinch of turmeric. We don't want to have that. We don't have to add a lot of it, because we already have 1 teaspoon soaking with the chicken, and that's about 2 pinches of chili powder. Maybe a little more. 2 pinches should be fine. Yeah, I'm just playing around with it, but yeah, 2 to 3 pinches max. Stir it a bit. அதுக்கப்புறம் இது வந்து coriander, மல்லித்தூள். மல்லித்தூள் வந்து that's about 2 pinches, I guess. Yeah, 2 or 3 pinches maybe. Big pinches. These are the primary ingredients for the way they make it in villages. That is, they don't make all these fancy masalas that I use all the time. They just use chili powder and coriander powder. That's it. That's about everything that they use for spicing up the gravy, and it's still good. But I'm still gonna add my regular chicken masala. That's about 1.5 teaspoons, I guess. Not more than 1.5 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon is good. 1.5 teaspoons is not bad. More than that, it's going to take over the special ingredients influence. you add more curry powder, you will no longer be able to feel or at least taste those special ingredients that I showed you earlier. You know, the black cardamom, star anise, and all that. Star anise na ஒன்னும் இல்ல, தாமரைப்பூ, சரி, அன்னாச்சி பூன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழ்ல. So yeah, just stir fry that for about 3 to 4 minutes in medium heat, and turn the stove off and let it cool. So yeah, this is just part of the special ingredients. This is just the black cardamom and regular cardamom and star anise. I'm just crushing it into a coarse mix. There are obviously other ways to grind it into a coarse powder, but then I prefer this method. And there are also people who don't break star anise into little pieces like that. They just use whole star anise, you know, make it into individual little things. But anyway, I prefer crushing it like that. So step 1 is pretty much done. Just the grinding process is left. So meanwhile, in the other pan, I did the same thing with the animal fat and everything. That's why you can see some black spots at the bottom of the pan. So yeah, I just dropped in 1 teaspoon cumin seeds and 1 teaspoon fennel seeds, and now 3 green chilies go in. You can add 5, up to 5 that is. 3 to 5. 3 minimal, 5 maximum. Well, depends. Some crazy bastards do add 6. So yeah, and then yeah, 1 teaspoon ginger, and then I think I'm gonna add another teaspoon, or at least just 1 teaspoon garlic, you know, in a little while. But simply, you can just go for 1 or 2 teaspoons ginger garlic paste instead of just, you know, making 2 separate things like that. Yeah, all the special ingredients go now. When I say special ingredients, it also includes cloves, cinnamon sticks and everything, the ones that we didn't crush. Yeah, just keep stirring it like that, gently. In medium heat, by the way. And after about 1 minute, you can transfer all the chicken that's been marinating or soaking in lime juice and 1 teaspoon turmeric powder. That's been about 30 minutes since I you know, applied the turmeric. Turmeric basically helps in removing that raw odor that comes with chicken or any meat for that matter. So yeah, and keep stirring it like that. Now you can actually increase the temperature just a bit, you know, from medium heat to make it say 6 or maybe 7 or 10. Spread it like that in a way that each piece of the chicken touches at least one part of the pan. Possibly the bottom. இதான் இந்த ஒரு பிரச்சனை. அப்படி அதாவது எலக்ட்ரிக் அடுப்பில் வந்துட்டு எல்லாமே அந்த அடி பகுதிக்கு தான் வந்து சூடு போகும், அப்படியே சைட்லலாம் வர்றதில்ல. Yeah, anyway, when you leave it like this, the fat, even though we removed most part of it, there's still some fat left in the chicken. It's going to come in contact with the pan, and just like we saw earlier, the fat melts away and leaves out more quote-unquote oil. And this is another special ingredient, nutmeg powder. That's about 2 to 3 pinches. 2 pinches is going to give you a good decent hint of it. 3 is going to make you feel the flavor. I'm not too sure about that, whether or not you want to feel the flavor of this thing. So 2 pinches should be good. 3, okay, you just try once and then you learn. It's up to you, I guess. It's completely subjective. So anyway, yeah, keep stirring it like that for about 1 minute, and then just let it rest. And meanwhile, I think I'm just grinding my onion. Yeah, now I'm just adding 1 tomato's equivalent of crushed tomatoes. You can add just 1 tomato, just make sure it's finely chopped, really fine. And I'm now adding the onion that was stir fried in step 1, the onion, coriander and everything. So that paste goes in now, paste or coarse mixture, so to speak. And mix it up gently, and leave it aside for about 3 minutes, and then add about half a cup of water. Right, stir it gently. And I just added 4 mint leaves, that is. And now I'm adding bay leaves. The mint leaves, I couldn't capture it when I added it, but anyway, yeah, 2-3 bay leaves. And let it simmer for about 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, you'll see that the fat from the chicken and the oil that we added earlier, everything comes boiling up like that into this beautiful texture. That's what I'm trying to point. And it's just beautiful. And now you just have to add a few leaves of cilantro, parsley, kotamali. I don't have it right now, so don't mind what I did or what I failed to do. And yeah, I am a vegetarian, quote unquote vegetarian, that is, because I don't call myself that, because it brings out a new debate about whether or not egg is vegetarian, which I do eat. So I just say that I don't eat meat of any kind, fish included. A lot of times people ask me, "Oh, so you eat fish?" No, I don't eat fish either. I used to 4 years ago, and when I did stop 4 years ago, I had a few ethical, philosophical reasons to stop, which I don't believe in anymore. But I still remain a quote unquote vegetarian for no reason, actually. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I don't think people have to defend stuff like this, right? You know, why they're vegetarian or why they're non-vegetarian. You can just randomly be it. So yeah, that's my quote unquote defense, I guess. But anyway, even though I don't eat these things, I love cooking chicken. I love cooking fish, which I'll demonstrate or show some of the day. Because I don't really cook these things very often. I just cook them when I invite my friends over. And they like my cooking in general, but they love my chicken curry because of the South Indian touch that I give, I guess. Yeah, chicken is really good for you in the sense that it gives you a lot of protein, helps you build muscles quickly, especially if you're working out. I missed it a lot when I was trying to go to the gym and put on some muscles and fail miserably because of the fact that I wasn't able to supplement myself with enough protein. Even though I was taking a lot of chickpeas, protein supplements actually, this and that, but it's all complicated. Chicken is just a simple alternative. It's just a great source for protein. Even though it has a lot of fat, there are obviously ways to cook it in a way that it's minimized to a great extent, like I was showing. That is one major step. That is, get rid of the skin, and that in itself would reduce the fat content by a great deal. And yeah, that's about it. And another thing, I mean, even if you don't have a lot of these fancy ingredients that I was showing you, like nutmeg powder or black cardamom or even cloves for that matter. Even if you don't have these things, you can still make the same curry and it'll still taste good. It's just that it won't have that particular flavor that is identified with Chettinad chicken. Alright, that's about it. So even if you don't have it, you can still try it with the remaining stuff. Alright, so try it and let me know if it worked out fine, and if you think something's missing in this dish or the videos in general, let me know. Alright, பார்க்கலாம். இதுவரைக்கும் பார்த்ததுக்கு ரொம்ப நன்றி. வணக்கம்.